Good morning, students. This is second part of your civics book, chapter 1. What is democracy? Why democracy? In this video, we'll learn why democracy, what are the virtues and vices of democracy, and the broader meaning of democracy. So here are few arguments which gives detail about the virtue of democracy. First, a democratic government is better government because it is more accountable form of government. Democracy is better than any other form of government in responding to the needs of people. A non-democratic government may and can respond to the people's needs, but it all depends on the wishes of the people who rule. A democracy requires that the rulers have to attend to the need of the people. Argument 2 that tells democracy improves the quality of decision making. Democracy is based on consultation and discussion. A democratic decision always involves many people, discussions, and meetings. But there is a big advantage in the taking time over important decisions. This reduces the chances of irresponsible decisions. Argument 3. Democracy provides a method to deal with differences and conflicts. People belong to different regions, speak different languages, practice different religions, and have different castes in our country. The preferences of one group can clash with another. The conflict can be solved by brutal power. Whichever group is more powerful will dictate, and others will have to accept that. But that would lead to unhappiness and discontent. Democracy provides a peaceful solution to this problem. In democracy, no one is a permanent loser or winner. In India, democracy keeps our country together. Next argument, which tells that democracy enhances the dignity of citizens. Even if democracy does not bring about better decisions and an accountable government, it is still better than other form of government. Democracy is based on principle of political equality, on recognizing that the poorest and the least educated has the same status as the rich and the educated. Next argument is that democracy is better than other form of government because it allows us to correct its own mistakes. Yes, it is also very true. There is a space for public discussion on these mistakes and there is a room for correction. Either the rulers have to change their decisions or the rulers can be changed. This cannot happen in a non-democratic government. Here we can conclude by saying that democracy cannot get us everything and is not the solution to all the problems, but it is clearly better than any other alternatives. It offers better chances of a good decision. It is likely to respect people's own wishes and allows different kind of people to live together. It allows a way of correcting its mistakes and offers more dignity to all citizens. Thus, democracy is considered the best form of government. Now come to the arguments against democracy. There are some arguments which tell that democracy is not a good idea to run a government. Why so? Point one and number one. Leaders keep changing in a democracy because of the elections in regular intervals, and this leads to instability. Point number two. Democracy is all about political competition and power play. There is no scope of morality because of the political competition. There is a decadence of morality in leaders, and that's why there is no scope of morality in power games. Point number three. So many people have to be consulted in a democracy that it leads to delays. So, according to this point, decision making delayed due to the discussions among many leaders in democracy. Next point, elected leaders do not know the best interest of the people, it leads to bad decisions. So here, in democracy, elected leaders, they are not aware about the best interest of public in general, and it leads to the bad decisions taken by them. Next point, democracy leads to corruption, for it is based on electoral competition. Because of the power competition, because of the electoral competition, there is a corruption that inculcated with democracy, and which leads to the corrupted society. Next point, ordinary people don't know what is good for them, they should not decide anything. So in democracy, government is chosen by public in general, and ordinary public, they are not aware about what is good for them, and they choose their leaders without thinking in proper aspects, and that leads to corruption again. In the next slide, you will learn about the difference between democratic and dictatorship. In democracy, power lies in the hands of people, but in dictatorship, power lies in the hands of an individual. In democracy, people has a right to choose the government through election, but in dictatorship, people do not have right to choose the government. In democracy, people enjoy freedom of speech and impression, but in dictatorship, people do not have any rights. In democracy, all citizen is equal in the eye of law, but in dictatorship, there is no equality. In democracy, policies are made for the benefits of the people, but in dictatorship, policies are made for the benefit of an individual. So in this way, we learn broader meaning of democracy. The most common form that democracy takes in our times is that of a representative democracy, where majority is allowed to take decisions on behalf of all the people. The majority of people rule through their elected representatives. A democratic decision involves consultation with and consent of all those who are affected by that decision. Democracy is a principle that can be applied to any sphere of life. Democracy can apply to a government or a family or any other organization.